What's up, guys? Now I'm going to show you the collection. Let's move on to the PlayStation 3 collection, which is probably the best system I own right now, at the moment. Can't wait for the PS4. PS4 looks incredible, but that'll be in different videos about my thoughts about the PS4 and stuff. But regardless of that, let's just get to the PlayStation 3 collection at hand. And the first game up is DJ Hero 2. This is a pretty fun game, actually. If you really like the song list in this, and pretty much just like a Guitar Hero ripoff, you can honestly tell. Not really a ripoff, more of a spin-off. Ripoff's kind of a harsh, thing to say. But I really like DJ Hero 2. I actually found it really fun. Some of the songs there were really catchy, remixes. A lot of the remixes in it sometimes. I really don't have that much to say about DJ Hero 2. It's pretty much a good party game, When you're definitely at a party, you can definitely if you enjoy the songs in this game, you're gonna enjoy the game. Just saying. And there are some songs I like. There are some songs I truly hate in this game, and that you're forced to play. But I really like the controller. The turntable controller is very unique. It's very unique. Like, you have like little Guitar Hero buttons, pretty much like the green, red, yellow, and you can act like a turntable, pretty much. Like, you move the record up and down, and you have these little knobs that you can cause little effects with it. I think that's really cool. I think that is really cool. But I'm not a fan of this game. I'm not really a big DJ. I'm more of a Guitar Hero fan because I have guitars, and I love guitars, That's pretty much DJ Hero 2 in a nutshell. Next game up is Uncharted 1: Drake's Fortune. Now I have a few things to say about this game. Now, this game, it was a good Uncharted game. It was a great one. I mean, I thought this was an awesome Uncharted game. There are a few nitpicking features I have, though. First thing is, what's good about the game? The graphics. Graphics look amazing. Truly pushed the PS3 to full potential. At least about half its full potential, I think. The gameplay is so fast-paced, so well done, and the puzzle-solving elements, it really felt like an Indiana Jones movie. Just playing an Indiana Jones. And you could sympathize with Nathan Drake as an Indiana Jones guy. Because he's pretty much like a vulnerable hero as Indiana Jones is. Getting his butt beat up all the time, and then just going up and triumphing against the villains in this game. I truly enjoyed this game, actually. Really got me into the Uncharted series, but it really didn't cement me as a Uncharted fan as I am now. But here's a few nitpicking things about this game. The first thing I hate about this game is Nathan Drake's platforming. It's not 100% accurate. It's not terrible, and it's not good at all. It's just okay. Like, there will be some times when you can jump and you'll make your jump, you'll complete it. And then sometimes you'll be jumping and then you just fall through a hole that you didn't even see because the camera is so wide, and I know it's showing off the environment and stuff so you know where to go. But sometimes it's not even necessary because it makes Nathan Drake look small and you can't even see what you're doing. That gets really annoying at times, but it's really necessary for the game to function. Second thing, this is my most nitpicking thing in this game. Why the hell did Naughty Dog decide to put 6-axis control motion in the game? What was the point? Okay, here's the first thing that I saw when when I played the game. I was walking on a log, and it showed me, tilt the controller to keep your balance. What's the point? What is the point of that? Are you trying to add realism to it? It's already realistic enough as it is. Come on. A guy can climb up a freaking mountain. He has the biggest upper body strength I've ever seen in a video game character. I am dead serious. Next to God of War. God of War, Kratos can climb up a freaking cliff, no problem. But at least he has like swords to climb him up and support. This guy just uses his arms and his legs. It's just, he is the most fit video game freaking character I've ever seen. Anyway, that's just a big nitpick there. But the one thing that truly pissed me off, though, was, that royally pissed me off a lot, was, you have a little grenade reticle that shows, like, arc radius, where it shows where you can throw the grenades in the distance. Yeah, that's a cool feature, right? Guess what? Oh yeah, you just gotta tilt the controller to move it further away or near to you. That royally pissed me off, and it caused a lot of cheap deaths, and I was like, what the was Naughty Dog thinking? But it was the first game, so I can't complain there, but I really enjoyed Uncharted 1. Definitely not a bad Uncharted game, but a pretty good one. You know, it got the job done pretty much. I love Uncharted 1. Didn't cement me though. Now, Uncharted 2 on the other hand, completely solidified me as an Uncharted fan. Uncharted 2, way better than Uncharted 1, and in higher, like, in bigger proportions. I mean, the action scenes are literally the best action scenes I've ever seen in a video game. There will be some times when you'll be like, oh, okay, I'm watching the cutscene. No, you are part of that cutscene. You are playing the cutscene. Because, you know, some games have, like, cutscenes where the character's like, why couldn't I do that? Why couldn't I control the character and do that myself? And it would be a lot cooler. But Naughty Dog took that in a totally different direction. Gave it a cinematic approach to it. Really made you feel, like, bad for Nathan Drake. And you really latch on to Nathan Drake as a character in this game, because all the characters in this, the storyline especially, is so well done. I truly enjoyed this game. The one thing I did not like was the sporadic difficulty. There would be one times where you'd be like, oh, this is really easy. I can get past, okay, shoot down these guys, you know, not a problem. Then there would be one time it's like, what the fuck, man? I climbed up the damn cliff and I fall. Are you kidding me? Yeah, if you guys know the train level, that is the most annoying level in the history of video games. I am dead serious. I hated that part of the game so much. Especially when you're trying to go to the, climb up and you got the stupid rail coming out of nowhere. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Like, what am I supposed to do? Jump over the rail? Nope, you can't jump over the rail either, you know. But, Uncharted 2 is a great game, though. I was really impressed. The graphics look incredible. Definitely much better than the first. Definitely bigger in scale, and the environments just look so large in scale. Like, the scale in this game is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The combat is fixed. The puzzle solving, while at times, you know, very frustrating, but is very rewarding nonetheless. It's like frustration, but once you figure it out, it's like, thank God I figured this out. Thank you. I wouldn't say it's the greatest game of all time, as most people say. I'd definitely say it's one of the greatest, but not the greatest game of all time. This one definitely reinvented the action genre. I truly am impressed with Uncharted. Next game up is Metal Gear Solid 4. Have not played this game yet. I have to play the first few games I have to play the first 3. Like Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1, Metal Gear Solid. I play a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 2. I actually found it really fun. Metal Gear Solid 3 is definitely better than Metal Gear Solid 2 for sure. Bigger in scale and, you know, much better things you can do in the game. The gameplay was fixed. And Metal Gear Solid 4, I've heard is a great game. Definitely one of the best PS3 games of all time, I've heard. But I've never played it yet. I have not played this game, to tell you the truth. I do want to play it. I just gotta play the originals. I can't play a sequel without knowing what happened in the original, because I won't understand what the story is. I play a game for usually the story, gameplay, combat, gameplay, the experience, pretty much. The cinematic experiences. Video games have definitely excelled at cinematic experiences, really. Next game up, God of War Origins Collection. These two games kick so much ass. God of War is one of the best franchises, PS3 franchises I've ever played. Next to Uncharted, of course. But I truly love God of War. The games are so much fun. The first game I played was Chains of Olympus on the PlayStation Portable. And I thought it was pretty fun. I thought it was a really fun little portable God of War game. However, I think Ghost of Sparta was the best in the whole series. Not the whole series. Good God, what am I saying? At least in the Origins Collection. These are pretty much the prequels to the God of War 1, 2, 3, and the soon-to-come God of War Ascension, which looks insanely cool. God of War, you know, what more can I say about God of War? Epic boss battles, literally the best boss battles I've ever seen in a video game, at least in Ghost of Sparta. Chains of Olympus had some very underwhelming boss battles. Like, some of them were so simple, and some of it, this game was pretty much just like a breeze through, really. Like, completely, like, short and, like, really, come on. It could have been a lot longer. Ghost of Sparta, however, was a lot longer, definitely a much darker approach to the series, and I really like that. Now, Chains of Olympus did have a dark, approach to it, but not as, extremely dark as Ghost of Sparta. I truly love the art style in Ghost of Sparta. I thought it was amazing. And the graphics were a lot better as well. Now, but graphics don't make a video game, it's the gameplay. So I truly love Ghost of Sparta because of the more combos you could do. The things that Kratos has in his arsenal, it's absolutely insane. But that's God of War for you. Truly love this game. I really do. Finally beat all of them, at least the first two there. I can't wait for God of War 1, 2, 3. I got to play those. Then I can't wait for God of War Ascension. And that game is going to own every single God of War game. I have complete confidence that God of War Ascension is going to be kick-ass. So that's God of War. Next up, Battlefield 3. Now everyone's saying which one's better, Modern Warfare 3 or Battlefield 3. Now this is old debate that I was going to settle in that video. But I honestly think Battlefield 3 is definitely better than Modern Warfare 3. For a few reasons. One, the graphics look incredible. They are the most realistic graphics I've ever seen, realistic visuals I've ever seen in a shooter. Really, I mean, I was truly surprised by the scale in this game. The storyline was pretty cliche, very military. You were going to take every military movie and just combine it all into one game. It took Black Hawk Down, Saving Private Ryan, freaking, We Were Soldiers. They put every single modern war, well, not really modern, but every war movie in together as one. They couldn't come up with a more original story than that. The story was very forgettable, very cliche, you knew exactly what was going to happen, Very a predictable story. However, the gameplay was fun, though. I love the way that there's a little tactical approach that if you stay out in cover for 2 seconds, you're dead. You can't run in there like Call of Duty, which a lot of people are like, well, that's what makes Call of Duty better than that. No. Battlefield 3 is much more realistic than Call of Duty will ever be. That is my point, and I'm sticking to it. Battlefield 3, definitely a great game. Now, the multiplayer, on the other hand, have not seen what it looks like yet. I have played the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, and it was really okay. Number 4 is multiplayer. Modern Warfare 1's multiplayer was easily the best in the whole series. That is my opinion, though. The Frostbite 2 engine looks incredible on this game. And that's pretty much all I got to say about Battlefield 3. Come on. Next game up, SOCOM 4. Now, I love the SOCOM series. They are fantastic tactical shooters. And I just really love the way you use your squad in this game. This one looks like it's more of a run-and-gun shooter, pretty much. More action-oriented rather than just stealth. Most SOCOM games usually rely on is stealth. And I really do. I can't wait to see what this game looks like. I haven't got the PlayStation Move yet, but definitely worth checking out at least. I haven't played it yet, so, I'd say rent it if you want to give it a shot. Next game up, Need for Speed The Run. This is the most underwhelming racer I've ever played. This game has so much potential to be good. So much potential. Runs on the Frostbite 2 engine, a very good graphic engine with destructible environments, big, huge landscapes, and the car models look incredible. The graphics look great in this game, but the gameplay was repetitive and so tedious and boring. Here's one of the objectives in this game. You're racing, right? You know how a racer, you're supposed to take places and poles and positions and stuff. This is like a wall ride race. And first off, the storyline just falls like Cannonball Run. It's truly exactly like Cannonball Run. They're going from one location to another for a prize of money. Can you come up with a better story than that, EA? Really? I truly did not like this game at all. It had so much potential. The first beginning of the game was great. It had some mob scenes that involved a little bit of action-oriented, so it kind of got a little Fast and Furious vibe to it, so I really enjoyed that part. But then the rest was so boring. Take 12 positions. Take 10 positions. Score on this time. It was so repetitive and boring. Absolutely boring. The most boringest racer I've ever seen in my life. Ever played, too. And multiplayer just definitely is not as good as people think it is. It's honestly not. It really isn't. It's just good. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. This game here, much better than the Run. I was thoroughly impressed with this game. After I just wanted to get the taste of Need for Speed the Run out of my mouth, I was thoroughly impressed with Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Because I love the fact that you can play as the cop. And it's made by the same company, made by Criterion Games, which is the company that made my beloved series, Burnout. That is my favorite racer franchise of all time. Burnout is so intense, it's so fast-paced, the sense of speed is incredible in those games, and just the fact that there's strategy, that you take out the opponents and stuff, I really love this game. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Now, it first came out on the PC, and I played Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, and it was fun, you play as a cop, and you could stop the erasers, pretty much. That's pretty much what I love to play as a cop, because I love to bust the erasers all over the track. And this game is so much fun. I really enjoyed this game. Haven't seen what the multiplayer looks like yet, but I can't wait to see it, actually. I really... it doesn't have a story, thank God. I don't think Need for Speed needs a story in the first place. It doesn't need one. Basically, you're trying to get yourself up in the ranks in the racing business as a police officer and as a racer as well. So it's kind of plays just like Burnout, pretty much. So I really enjoyed the fact that it had that feel of Burnout in it. So I was really impressed with that. Next game up, Fallout New Vegas. Now, it most certainly is not better than the critically acclaimed Fallout 3. But it still has its, good things. For one thing I really like about this game, though, is, it's the locale, Vegas, a very good locale to be in. Some of the aspects of the gameplay, though, were really annoying. Like, there were so many glitches in this game. This game was not properly tested at all. I mean, it truly had so many glitches and bugs in this game. Like, this game, it was okay, honestly. I mean, it was promising, but Fallout 3 is definitely better than the rest of them all combined. Fallout 3 is the best in the series, at least so far. I can't wait to see what Bethesda does next with the Fallout series. But I think the Fallout series is a great series, very open world, like pretty much like Skyrim, pretty much. And this is the same company that made Skyrim. Shocking, I know, and Oblivion. But other than that, I really like Fallout. I haven't played much of the Fallout games though. I only played a little bit of Fallout 3. And I also watched my brother play it, and it looked like a lot of fun. I love the VAT system in that game. The VAT system is probably one of the best aspects of gameplay I've ever seen. Because you can choose the regions of where you want to shoot the enemies, and whatever enemy has like percentage of damage, it'll show you which one has more damage and less damage. I thought that was really unique and original. Our next game up is NASCAR Unleashed. Now, this game here, I love the NASCAR series, not the video games or the... I love the NASCAR franchise. That's all I can pretty much say. Now, as a video game, though, this game is great. This game is pretty decent, for the most part. As a NASCAR game, it was pretty underwhelming. I've played many better NASCAR games, like NASCAR 07, NASCAR 08. Sure, they were, pretty much guilty pleasures for me. They're guilty pleasures. They may be like, what the hell is this? They're going in circles for 500 laps or so. Exaggerated, of course. But NASCAR Unleashed, made by Activision, so they dropped EA out of the equation, thank God. So Activision pretty much tried to make a more of an action-oriented NASCAR game, and I think they somewhat succeeded at it and somewhat failed at it, but I think this game is great, except it's very short. Once you beat the game, there's no point unless you want a trophy hunt. Next game up, Infamous. This game here was absolutely awesome. This was the first PlayStation 3 game I played. I was so excited to play this game because it looked so awesome to play as a hero or a villain. I looked at the back of the cover. It looked so great. The storyline, really well done in this game. I was really impressed with the story. I thought the story was well done. Cole McGrath, great character in this game. Totally, believable, and he's kick-ass. Absolutely kick-ass in this game. And the electrical powers you get, and all the upgrades you get, and everything you can do in that game is awesome. Infamous 2 is much better, though, that's for sure. I played the demo of Infamous 2, and I thought that was pretty damn good. Now, Infamous 1 was great. It was great. Don't get me wrong, it was great. I think Infamous 2 just exceeded it at a higher level, At least for what I saw in the demo. I haven't seen the full game yet, or played it yet, so, we'll see when that comes. Next up, Rainbow Six Vegas. I know this is going to be a long-ass video. Rainbow Six Vegas. This is one my brother recommended to me. Pick it off at GameStop. And it was one of those little used copies, pretty much. And I was really actually impressed with this game. I was a bit skeptical at first because, you know, Rainbow Six Vegas, I looked at the reviews for it. And it pretty much got, like, mediocre reviews, pretty much. It was, like, a very bland tactical shooter, to be honest. I actually kind of enjoyed this game. You know, I found it really fun. The one annoying aspect, though, is freaking snake cam. You have to tilt the controller with the 6-axis motion control. Once again, 6-axis motion control should not be part of gameplay unless it's used properly, which in most games it's not used properly, at least in the games I own. But you have to tilt the controller to move the camera around. Now, it sounds like a cool idea, but the 6-axis motion control, it just doesn't work. I once had to point the controller up to move the camera up. I was like, you know what, screw it. I'll just walk in and shoot them down. You know, that'll just pass the time. I'm tired of the stupid snake cam. I don't know if you could set up in the options to turn the 6-axis motion control off. I would love to do that. But this game was fun. Now, the graphics don't look their best, you know. They definitely look bland and, you know, very, you know, cruddy to look at. But once again, graphics don't make a game. It's the gameplay. Now, how's the gameplay? Pretty fun, actually. You know, I was actually really impressed with the gameplay. I actually loved the gameplay. The gameplay was pretty fun, intense. I love the stealth factor in this game. Pretty much plays almost just like SOCOM, in a way. The storyline, haven't played the full game yet, so I don't know what the story is like. Herbert Rainbow Six Vegas 2 was the best in the Rainbow Six series. But that was the first game, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. In some ways, no. In some ways, yes, in some ways, no. Next up is Resistance. Now, I just couldn't get into this game. I really just couldn't. I saw the gameplay footage of it. It looked promising, and then I played the game. It was just underwhelming. Like, really, it was so, like, bland. I'm sorry, if you like this game, good for you, but I just don't like it. I don't like Resistance. Maybe I haven't played the whole series yet, but if I played Resistance 3, Resistance 3 is great, Resistance 2 is good, and Resistance 1 is good as well. But Resistance Fall of Man just left a bad taste in my mouth. I couldn't even finish it. I played about the first few minutes of it. I was like, this game is so stupid. I just couldn't get into this game. I couldn't. So, that game there, I'd have nothing to say. Next up, Madden 11. Yes, I've said my piece on the Madden franchise. Now, I don't hate Madden. I mean, I don't hate people who like it. I just don't like the series, you know. I love football. I love the NFL. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the NFL franchise. I just hate the Madden games so much. They're the same game over and over and over again. They just changed the roster. They changed the graphic style of it. They mixed up a little tackle animations. They fixed them up. And then they poured it out to as a new game. Madden 21 next. Now, it's fun to play with people. I mean, playing with friends and all, and, you know, playing online is fun. But playing yourself, very boring, honestly. I would like to see a better football game, like NFL Blitz. I heard that's a really fun game as well. But this game here is just... It's just a Madden game. I have nothing to say about it at all. Next game up is... Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. This is honestly my favorite in the Modern Warfare series. I love Call of Duty 4. It is the best in the franchise, in my opinion. I don't understand why people don't like number 4 as much as others. Now, Modern Warfare 2 was okay. Really overrated, honestly. Like, I did not understand the story in the least bit in the first place. And freaking online people... Why do they use dual rangers? That is the most noobish weapon in the whole entire game. I hate people that use dual rangers in that game. Now, there are some things I don't like about this game as well. Like infinitely spawning enemies. That is the most annoying aspect in this game. There are so many enemies coming out, and the AI is questionable at best. Like, sometimes they'll run into you, and sometimes they'll just stand there and shoot at you. And sometimes they'll just stand there, you know, frozen stuff. But I really enjoyed this game, actually. It got me into the Call of Duty series, and, you know, Call of Duty's getting milked, so, really. But I'm pretty sure some Call of Duty fanboys like, oh no, you're an idiot. They're making new advancements to the Call of Duty franchise. How? Modern Warfare 2. What did they change in that game? Oh, they added Spec Ops to it. Come on. World at War. I think that was a much better choice than Modern Warfare 2 because zombies, that was a very unique take in the Call of Duty franchise, the zombies mode. Even though I don't like that mode, I still appreciate the fact that it's more original. Like an original mode added to that game. Now, I don't say that Spec Ops wasn't original at first, but I just didn't really like Modern Warfare 2. Just let a bad taste in my mouth so much. Second act of the whole game concluded. When the conclusion came, I thought it was really good. I thought it was really cool. However, I just did not like the storyline, honestly. It just made no sense. It was so convoluted. Like, okay, we gotta stop Makarov. We gotta stop Makarov. And if you guys have played the game, you know Makarov is the villain in the game. We have to stop him. We have to stop, we killed Zakayev in Call of Duty 4. Sorry, that's a spoiler for you guys. If you need to skip through the part where I'm done with the spoiler, please do. But we killed Zakayev in Call of Duty 4 at the end. And then second one came around. Okay, we gotta find Makarov. Oh wait, we're in Makarov. We're in an agent's shoes, a CIA agent's shoes, and we're shooting down citizens in an airport. What's the point in that? How does that advance the story at all? I'm sorry, I just didn't understand Modern Warfare 2's convoluted story. I really didn't. However, the action scenes were well done for the most part. Modern Warfare 3, though, I think is the strongest, second strongest in the series. Modern Warfare 2 is the weakest, honestly. That's what I think. Modern Warfare 3 had a really, well done story. There was so much tension in all the characters, too. I thought I really wasn't going to like Modern Warfare 3, but I actually turned out to really enjoy it. So for the ending was very, underwhelming. What the hell? Could they have put a more crappier ending than that? Really. The ending was just stupid in that game. Next game up, and this is the last one. Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. I really, really love this game. This is my favorite in the Uncharted series. I was truly blown away with this game. As soon as the first few minutes of this game hit, I was like, oh, this is the reason why I love the Uncharted series. This is the reason why I love the Uncharted series. Action scenes are bigger in scale. The action sequences are so, you think, oh, that's impossible. But it is possibly possible. And you feel so bad for Drake so much. I really love the way they go into Drake's backstory, pretty much. You start to care about him more as a person, more than just a video game character in a game. You don't think of him as a character. You think of him just an actual human being trying to do what he wants to do. He loves, he wants to prove his legacy right, because he's a descendant of Sir Francis Drake. And I truly enjoyed this game. I was really shocked at the storyline in this game. I really love the way that Drake's character gets tested to his limits so many times. Drake, pretty much, I can't remember the voice actor. His name's Nathan. I just know that. But I love how Nathan Drake's character is just pushed to his limits, where he knows now is not the time. Now I can't give up. Now I have to keep going. I can't just. One of the pinnacle scenes in this game is when he's in the desert and he's crawling out of the destructed plane. And he's going insane. He's like, why am I doing this? Why am I risking my life for this? What is my meaning to do this? What is my purpose on doing this? It's really draining him down, pretty much. It's really, you feel really bad for him as it goes on. You feel really bad for him. And every scene that hits and hits, it just makes you completely sympathetical for him. You really feel bad for him. You want him to conquer through all this hell he's going through. And that's pretty much all I got to say about Nathan Drake. Uncharted 3. Honestly, the best PS3 game I've ever played in my life. Really. This game was incredible. I will give you, if I get a capture card, I will do an in-depth review on it soon. I just gotta play it again, I have to have the time to play it again. But that's pretty much all I gotta say about the PS3 collection. And I will see you guys later. Peace out.